Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video.
Make sure you go ahead, like, comment, share, and subscribe.
So anyways guys, don't forget about our giveaway. We're doing another one for 1,000 subscribers, so keep those comments rolling so you could be entered. You guys probably heard by now, there is like a big controversy right now.
Big controversy, big drama.
And it's got to deal with a YouTuber named Adam Saleh. So Mace, briefly, what started this whole drama?
So he basically, from what I saw and what I know, don't quote me, this is just based off what I saw online, he had posted a TikTok video and he kissed a girl. Wasn't anything like it was all over or anything, it was just like a simple kiss. And
trust me, the Muslim community was on fire.
Went nuts, like absolutely.
They went crazy.
Like uproar, like oh my god.
So if this was a Latino, what would have happened was people would have been like, oh man, like the girls would have been like, oh man, he's taken, oh my god, they're cute together and stuff like that. But he's a Muslim YouTuber, so this went a whole different route.
So all his Muslim followers were like, you know,
upset,
pissed off, super hateful, like hate comments and attacking him and disappointment, and the reason why is because, you know, he's this goody two-shoes Muslim YouTuber, and he's what's the word, he's a role model.
He's a role model
for, you know, a lot of his audience is like younger.
They're teens.
10, yeah, they're like
teenagers.
10 and up, you know?
Exactly.
So they're very young, very impressionable.
So people were upset about that because he kissed a girl, and like I said, to people, everyday people, that's not a big deal, but he's portraying himself as a Muslim role model to kids and stuff. So in his defense, he did post a video where he did an apology, where he said that he wasn't going to be, he's going to try better to not expose his sins and stuff like that, which a lot of people were like, okay, you know what, I'll take that. But there were still, in the comment section, there was still a lot of people fighting, saying like, oh my god, he's so wrong for that. You know, because
like it was too late type thing, like you already posted it.
Yeah, like you already posted it, people saw it. But the drama didn't stop there, because not like a week later, the girl that was in that video came out and did a Instagram live. So these girls, it was two girls that did the Instagram live. They were, you know, talking about it together, and apparently the girl that was in the video didn't know that Adam had like girlfriends. So they painted him out to be like this womanizer that has a bunch of girlfriends, and he's doing stuff with all these other girls. And
I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked.
How do they say, the chickens came back to roost? And they did.
Yeah. So
this girl was putting them on blast, saying that I wasn't the only one. I got messages from all these girls saying that they were with him, that, you know, they see him and he gives them gifts and does all these things. I think that when you have 4 million subscribers and you got people in your DMs all the time, like, he's a guy, he's a young guy, he's a good looking guy, and chances are, like, the temptation got him. If
the part where he's like, you know, playing these girls is true, that's not right.
Yeah,
we're not okay with that. That's not right anywhere, any culture, any whatever.
The bigger conversation that I want to have with this video is just the fact that there's a lot of people in the culture that are living like this double life.
Very true.
And it's like a really big thing, because I've met so many people, you know, along my journey of being a Muslim, that they act a certain way, they pray with us, you know, they say good things, and then, you know, you go to their house and they're smoking, you know, they're smoking weed, they're drinking alcohol, and then you'll be like, dude, why did you make the show when we were with these people? And then it's like, oh, you don't understand. And Mace has tried to explain this to me, but I feel like I see it, but I don't accept it. In the way that, like, I'm like, no, you know, like, if you are this way, why can't you just be that way?
But it's not that I accept it, it's that I grew up in this culture.
Yeah.
So I get it. Like, I know what somebody means when they say that, but I don't agree with it. There's this huge stigma around it, just dating, and even just like being attracted to the opposite sex. It's like you don't talk about it. You can't go to your mom or dad and, you know, have a discussion, like an open discussion where you don't feel like you're going to be judged or get in trouble or somebody's going to be upset with you. I'm probably going to get a lot of backlash for this, but that needs to change. I don't know, I'm not okay with that.
I mean, I understand that a lot of this stuff is not accepted, but to not talk about it and act like it doesn't happen, that's kind of worse, in my opinion. Like,
I think it puts a lot of people in a bad position, even mentally, because I feel like even if, you know, if a guy were to meet a girl and, you know, fall in love, or, you know, vice versa, you're kind of stuck in this world where you can't say anything. And especially if they're of a different, even if they're, you know, honestly, a lot of times, even if they're Muslim but of a different race, like even
that's a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem. And that's not even okay in the religion. You know, I feel like it's starting to change a little bit, but I feel like by 2020, man, we should have been a lot farther.
You know, if you're going to make content, be who you are.
Yeah.
I don't think
you can avoid this if you do that.
Yeah, I think Adam would have been a whole lot better if his content was more about who he is. Yeah. And we're not saying he's a bad guy. I'm not saying he's a bad guy for having girlfriends and doing all this stuff. I'm pretty sure he's a really good guy. I mean, I don't know him personally, but I'm saying, like, the bigger conversation here is that this stuff happens, and I feel like so many people believe that it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And they get mad when they see that it did happen. Like,
well, because they're looking up to this person, and this person is saying, hey, drinking is haram. Haram, by the way, means like forbidden. It's a no-no. It's taboo. Drinking is haram, or, you know, partying is haram, or, you know, adultery, or, you know, premarital sex is haram. Like, yeah, but then you're doing something else and you get caught up, and now people are like, what the heck? We looked up to you. Like, this isn't who you are on screen, so what's going on? And that aspect of it I get. But I also feel like I saw the girls getting a lot of backlash, maybe even a little bit more so than he was. And that's another double standard. Am I wrong?
No, that's
culturally?
Definitely. But I looked at those girls' Instagram, and they were out there. They weren't like this, like, they weren't portraying themselves to be like a goody two shoe, like, oh yeah, I'm perfect. And
I mean, we're not saying they were like bad people or anything.
They're not bad people.
They're not lying about, like, oh,
who they are. They're not lying about who they are.
Yeah, they're not lying about who they are. Yeah.
More than anything, it's not a video to bash him, or, you know, say anything good, anything bad. I just think there's a broader conversation that has to be had.
Yeah, I think the lesson here is, let's try to change. Let's not worry so much about what people think, and more, I think this has to do a lot with mental health. You should be able to have conversations, especially with those closest to you, instead of feeling like you have to hide your identity. And I feel like if that wasn't the case culturally, then all of this probably could have been avoided. I saw this thing on TikTok that I wanted to put out there real quick. And she pretty much said, one of the things she said, I forgot her name, but if you see this, I give credit to you, and I agreed with it 100%. When you try to give somebody advice out in the open for other people to see, it becomes humiliation. So do it behind closed doors, one-on-one. Because when it's humiliation, that's also haram. So let's try to be more understanding. Let's try to have more conversations and be a little less judgmental. And if you feel like you had a talk with someone privately to help them and to better them, and they still chose to go the other way, then at that point it's between them and God. Leave it alone. Walk away.
At the end of the day, they're humans just like us. They make mistakes, and we can only pray that, you know, they figure it out and try to sort all this out. Because I know the girl is getting like legal subpoenas,
I think they both
and
got
stuff like
legal
that.
Stuff,
so they both got their legal teams involved, because this is a big issue. But, you know, hopefully they could solve all of this, you know, behind closed doors, and not be put out in the open like this. But we have to stop acting like this stuff doesn't happen.
Right.
You know, we got to stop thinking that everybody's perfect, and if they're not perfect, cancel them.
Yeah.
You know, nobody's perfect. People make mistakes. You're not going to be this perfect person walking on this earth. We have to stop acting like we can judge people. We're not God. We can't be out here telling people, oh, he's bad for that, he's bad for this. You know, at the end of the day, the best advice is giving somebody good advice. You know, why bash them?
Looking out for somebody's best interest.
You know?
Yeah.
So, anyways, guys, that is the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. And without further ado,
we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
See ya.